Okay, we actually have a correction to make from the UK and Canada turn because we forgot to roll this convoy here. So let's do that now. There are 1, 2, 5 boats. 3, 4, 5. Remember though that the submarine gets 2 rolls, so there's 6 rolls. Basically what we're going for here is Shan State and Siam. So basically if it's more than 2, then it's 2. So we'll just roll them here. Yeah, it's 3, 6, 9, 11, but it's maximum 2. So UK Pacific is going to lose 1 for Shan State, and Canada is going to lose 1 for Siam. So UK Pacific was at 11, it's going to be at 10. And Canada was at 9, it's going to be at 8. So sorry we forgot to roll that, so we'll just do that update now. Okay, welcome to Japan, turn 5. Japan has 54 IPCs to spend. They're going to spend 12 on a strategic bomber, 12 on 4 infantry, 16 on 4 artillery, 8 on 2 mechanized infantry, and 6 on a tank. So that's 14, and 16 is 30, plus 12 is 42, plus 12 is 54, so that's correct. Okay, attacks. They will be walking the artillery from Tunguska into Yenisei. They will be walking the mechanized infantry from Singhai into Kazakhstan. And then there is some naval stuff and amphibious stuff happening. They are going to attack the Russian stack on Jehol, and they're coming in with all of the material from Kiangsu, so that's a strategic bomber. What is that? 1, 2, 3 fighters, 1 tactical bomber, 2 mechanized infantry, and a tank, along with all of the planes from the 2 carriers in Sea Zone 6, the 2 TAC bombers and the fighter from Japan, and then we're going to go 3 infantry and 2 artillery from Japan, and then one of the transports is going to go to Sea Zone 17, pick up the guy in Iwo Jima, and then go, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, and go into Sea Zone 19. So they'll all be attacking here as well. Other attacks. The submarine in Sea Zone 6 is going to sink the Aussie transport in Sea Zone 35 off the coast of the Philippines. And then the submarine in Sea Zone, whatever that is, 37, is going to sink the British transport in Sea Zone 41. And then the rest of the Navy there, the transports are going to pick up 3 infantry and an artillery from Malaya, and the rest of the Navy is going to go to Sea Zone 43. They're going to kill that Dutch transport, and then they're going to amphibious land in Borneo. So I think that's all the attacks. So we'll get started rolling some dice. Okay, the battle for Jehol. We have, from various mainland sources and island sources, a strategic bomber, 3 tactical bombers, and 4 fighters. From the carriers Shinyo and Shokaku, I think. Hang on, let me just check. Shinyo and Shokaku. We have 2 TAC bombers and 4 fighters. And then from the land, we have a tank and 2 mechanized infantry. And then amphibious assault. The merchant ship Nana Maru is bringing in 2 infantry. The Nissan Maru is bringing in an infantry and an artillery. And the Asaka Maru is bringing in an infantry and an artillery. The Russians are defending with 16 infantry, 2 artillery, and a mechanized infantry. So 5 4s, 8 3s, 4 2s, and 4 1s are the attacking dice. 2, 4, 6 hits. 6 hits. That's not a hit. I just hit the dice. So 6 hits total. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we're going to take away 6 of these at the end. Right now we have 16 2s for the men, 2 2s for the artillery, 1 2 for the mech. 2, 4, 6. So even. So we'll take away 6 of these. 6 and 6. So we're going to lose 2 infantry, 4 infantry, and then 2 mechs. So that's all the 1s and 2 of the 2s. So we can roll these all again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. One. So we're going to lose an artillery. So we've got left 2, 2, and 1. This is going very, very well for the Japanese. 2, 4, 6, 8. They only have 5, so everybody's wiped out. And we'll see what kind of defense the Russians can mount. 1. So they lose an artillery, and they don't lose any planes, and they take the territory with a tank. So that was quite a battle. Okay, for the attack on Sea Zone 35, the Japanese submarine I-172 is going up against the New Zealand Navy's HMNZS Wellington. And this is an auto kill, so there's no roll, but the sea zone is now cleared, and the Japanese are now convoying the Americans. Okay, the Sea Zone 41 battle, the Japanese submarine I-159 is attacking the British transport, the HMS Glenern. This is also an auto kill, and the Japanese will now be convoying the British on Sumatra. This is battle for Sea Zone 43. The Japanese battleship Nagato, the cruiser Mogami, and the destroyers Natsuzuki and Murasame are going to be clearing the sea zone so that the transport ships Hokoku Maru and Hikawa Maru can land in Borneo. In order to clear the sea zone, they will be sinking the Dutch transport ship, the SS Karsik. This is an auto kill. There's no dice to roll, but again, we just want to get the battles on record. Okay, here's an amphibious landing on Borneo. Again, the transports Hokoku Maru and Hikawa Maru are landing. 3 infantry and 1 artillery, and the Dutch are defending with an infantry. So 2 2s and 2 1s. All misses to start. Dutch infantry hits. So 2 2s and a 1. Misses. Uh-oh. Miss. 2 hits. So battle's over. Dutch response. Hit. So the Dutch defended their little island pretty well, but still lost the battle. Japan takes the island with 2 infantry casualties. Okay, non-combat moves for the Japanese, pretty straightforward. All the planes in the Jehol attack, except for the strategic bomber, will land in Kiangsu. All of the planes from the carriers will land back on the carriers in Sea Zone 6, and the strategic bomber will land back in Japan. The only other movements are naval. One destroyer from Sea Zone 6 is going to go to Sea Zone 16 and act as a blocker, and then most of the rest of the surface fleet and 2 submarines. So we've got 3 cruisers, 1 battleship, and 2 submarines are going to go to Sea Zone 35 and be around the Philippines. Oh, yeah, maybe not, actually. I'm just looking at that. No, they're not going to do that. Sorry. Okay. They're going to stay in Sea Zone 6, so forget that move. I was just looking at something. Yeah, they're going to stay in Sea Zone 6 for now. Okay, so that's the non-combat moves. We'll get that sorted and come back with placements. Okay, placement of new units for the Japanese. Their new strategic bomber is going into Japan. 4 infantry are going into Japan. 4 artillery are going into Japan. And then 1 tank and 2 mechanized infantry are going into Kiangsu. Alright, income. Oh, we have to add those. I forgot to add those. 1, 2. Okay, so we're going to take 1, 2 away from the Russians, 1 away from the Chinese, and 4 away from the British. So that's 2, 6, 7 total allocated as follows. So we're going to go to 31 to 38. The Brits in the Pacific go from 15 to 11. The Russians go from 40 to 38. And the Chinese go from 13 to 12. So 38 IPC base income for the Japanese. And let's do a disposition of forces. In Yenisei we have an artillery. In Kazakhstan we have a mechanized infantry. In Jehol there is a tank. In Kiangsu there are 4 fighters, 3 tactical bombers, 2 mechanized infantry, and a tank. In Sea Zone 19 there are 3 transports. In Sea Zone 6 there are 2 fully loaded super carriers with a tactical bomber and 2 fighters each. We have a battleship, 3 cruisers, 1 destroyer, and 2 submarines. On Japan itself there are 2 strategic bombers, 5 infantry, 4 artillery, and 3 anti-aircraft artillery. Down in Sea Zone 35 there's a sub. Down in Sea Zone 43 there are 2 transports, a battleship, a cruiser, and 2 destroyers. On Borneo there's an infantry and an artillery. And then over in Sea Zone 41, convoying the British, there is a submarine off the coast of Sumatra. So that's the Japanese turn. The United States and China are going to go next, so we'll see what they get up to.